does not resign, this country must be rendered uncomfortable.
Vault opening. Welcome to the vault. Hello, what is up, you dazzling diamonds and the others? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Linda Kyle and this is the vault. Anyway, you guys, let's jump straight into this video. Alrighty then, you guys, and in today's video we are going to be talking about the national shutdown that is happening tomorrow, right? What a tricky situation it is. I've been seeing online that people have a lot of opinions, and what I would say is opposing opinions about this national shutdown, right?
To the people of South Africa is that no one must make themselves staring. Don't be phantom. When you see a bunch of people dressed in red holding golf sticks and hockey sticks and pangas, don't confront them. Those people are not like you. You've got a better future. Move away, move aside. The only time you confront them is when you're defending yourself, your community, your schools, your clinics, your hospitals, etc., your malls. But when they're just moving, allow them to move. Moving and singing has nothing to do with breaking the law. Once they start breaking infrastructure that belongs to you as the people of South Africa, then you've got a right, because the police can't function isolated. We must work together to ensure that this country is protected and therefore this country can move forward. Because the kids that we all bear, we are all going to be parents at some point. Whether you are 16 years, you are 18 years, you are 21 years. If you don't have a child at some point, you are going to have a child. And what that means is that you are going to have to make your child inherit a wealth that you took responsibility for.
I just get this feeling with every time the guy out my bed, there is no one who's actually putting him a space inside. Whether the national shutdown, by virtue of the president's setting of dates to say is over 20th of March 2023, and then you get the feeling that he's been strategic, it means he's very strategic like that. And I don't see how can one person be strategic being a problem to another damn fool. We understand the program. So if when you are having issues of dealing with your way to parliament and all these other things that you are running into, delivering people there, don't involve us as the EFF, because the fact that when every time the president of the EFF, Julius Malema, speaks, and he sets out a mandate for us, not for you, it's like you're inviting yourself to a dinner table and you don't have an invitation. You just RSVP yourself, because of you find a poster flying around and then you just want to include yourself. Whether this thing was set for the 17th, for the 37th of a month that does not exist on the calendar, that has nothing to do with you.
We are at this point right now because our country, it's really like shitty. The people that are running things in South Africa are not doing a good job. If anything, they are pulling this country down because of their greed, right? They don't have our country and its people's best interest at heart. The only interest they have is their pockets, right? Now, with the opposing opinions about the shutdown, there are people that believe that there's going to be looting. It's just going to be a dangerous situation. People might be unalived, right?
I foresee danger. Should you shoot first? I don't know. This is maybe the fourth video that I'm warning the police not to shoot that day. Leave people to protest in peace. Let their voice be heard. Don't shoot. You've got families. There are so many people with illegal guns here. Even school kids have got guns. They're carrying guns to school. They're carrying knives to school. Remember in Kaka, one of the police got kidnapped and be beaten up during the protest. You don't want to be a victim because you are still living in the same conditions that we are living in.
And then some people do think that this is a good thing because when women marched, they had their voices heard and there was change. When the students marched, they had their voices heard and there was change. So you see, with these shutdowns or these marches or protests, peaceful ones, they can help to change a situation if it is peaceful through and through. In some situations, these protests or strikes go to the left, and we have casualties. You're always going to have casualties in war, and this is like a war between political parties or a war between a specific political party and the people.
We also found out with the help of my spiritual leaders that yes, this what is planned for the 20th has got nothing to do with whatever they say it has to do. It has more to do with a blood sacrifices that needs to be made. And unfortunately, my poor as in economically poor, black South African citizens are basically being used because I don't even know if we will be seeing this so-called leader, but he's using poor people because of their desperation to just do anything for a solution.
And them who live in better protected communities will not be subjected to this. Them who have kids that go to better schools such as St. David's, like Julius Malema, will not be subjected to this. Some of the private schools are on midterm break, which is perfect for a father to try cause anarchy on the day that their kids will be best protected and will not be subjected to moving around the streets. So we know that Julius will not be at the march. Julius's hands will not burn anything, will not set fire, will not close the streets, will not take bins and put rubbish on the streets. Julius is relying on his intoxicated followers to do that for him. So Julius will not be there. But one thing I know for sure is that I will be there to arrest Julius. I will be there to arrest Julius if that march gets 1 degree out of the legal line. I will personally be there. I will personally be there to make sure that Julius goes behind bars. Mark my words, I will be there.
Because let's face it, ANC people, they are not taking care of the nation. They are taking care of themselves, right? I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, but I would advise that you be safe. Stay prayed up as usual, just in case. But also stay prayed up because it's the right thing to do for your soul and it is pleasing to God, right? Try to avoid any public places where there are large gatherings because, guys, these situations could go south so quickly. And if there are going to be any people out there that are looting, I'm going to tell you now, I'm very disgusted and I'm very disappointed if this does happen. Because 9 times out of 10, when people start to loot, they're going to be looting electricity. They'll be looting products. Just because everyone is doing it and you're possibly going to get away with it, people are going to go for iPhones, clothing. You know how it went down a few years ago. Some people are going to see this as an opportunity to cause shit and raras. And if that does happen, it's going to mess up many people's businesses and lives and livelihoods.
The selfish, egotistic Julius Malema's national shutdown, protest, march, whatever the hell they call it, has created an environment that is similar to that of July when we saw the unrest. It has created an environment where some criminal elements are going to creep in and attack your shops, attack your malls, attack your communities.
So I pray to God that things don't escalate to a point where now it is really a dangerous situation, right? But you know, like they say, and I just said now, that there are casualties in war. And I think that the people that think that this is going to go left think so because you know how the EFF are. You know how Julius Malema is. He's very outspoken, but he's very rough. There's a lot of truth in the things that he says. I don't think that he's ever going to change his delivery, right? But his party just seems very rowdy, even though I think that their intentions for people are good. I don't know if they'll ever execute them if the EFF becomes SA's main political party. Where it stands, I think that they are in third place type of situation. But we'll see what happens with that. Just like we will see what happens tomorrow. Oh, here's an interesting point that I wanted to make. Last week, I put out a post on my community tab, right? And I said, wow, it's been 24 hours, no load shedding. It seems like as we have been nearing towards the national shutdown, the past couple of days, guys, we've been having electricity. Now, isn't that a shocker? All of a sudden. So you see, maybe this shutdown could bring about the change that this country actually needs. Because baby, let me know in the comment section down below, where is the load shedding? I'm starting to feel kind of paranoid when I wake up every single day and there's electricity every single hour. What do you guys think? Do you think that this shutdown is going to bring about that change that our country needs? Or do you think that there's going to be shit? I pray that it's going to be peaceful and that everybody's going to be okay. As for the ones that are sitting around in dark corners right now, planning evil, dark things, we are going to pray against your evil. If you think that you're going to go out there and loot iPhones and smart TVs, now is not the time for that. And don't prove the people right that are saying the EFF is such a shitty party and a violent party by doing violent things. Let them carry out their shutdown. Let it be peaceful. Some guy was saying that now there's bricks and there's logs and there's tires being dropped off and placed in certain areas for the looting, for the destruction. This actually did happen in America a few years ago. Let's just hope that everything is going to go smoothly. And don't be a creeper.
We have to pray that no blood should be spilled, because the modus operandi is blood sacrifices that he has to make for the spirit of Mammon, spirit of Jezebel, and the spirit of the Black Mamba that has to do with money, power, and all those things. Most of our people in government are part of that. They subscribe to that. They go to witch doctors and they get told to do all these things. So I'm revealing a lot in this video clip, which I'm not supposed to do really, but this is for the prayer warriors and the intercessors. If there's one thing that you must do, should do from now on, actually started long ago, is to plead the blood of Jesus Christ over this nation, that no blood must be spilled.
If you guys haven't already, please do like, share, and subscribe to this channel. And if you guys do enjoy my videos, please do click on that thank you button. And guys, be safe tomorrow. This can actually go either way, right? And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.